This is all we know.
Hi everyone, my name is THUjourd. I'm an event and floral designer. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to do a pink passion arrangement. Let's go back to my workshop area. I'm going to show you how to do this. This is a jewelry box from one of my local vendors. First, I'm going to line it up. Look how gorgeous this jewelry box is. I'm going to line it up with cellophane. You can do it with a plastic liner. I'm going to cut it up like so. Put it away. You can double it up if you want. And then I'm going to take a pre-soaked foam as what I usually do. Like so. And then we have a little space right here. Maybe a little slice of this. Like so. And then I'm going to clean it off the way I usually do. And the reason I do this is when you're watering the arrangement, you don't want it to spill over and ruin the container. So now that I got this the way I want, remove all of this extra excess foam. I'm going to bring out the liner a little bit higher, cut it off. Like so. And then I'm going to start by taking my largest of all pink roses, which are these. I'm going to reflex them like I did before. I'm going to use a couple. Look at this gorgeous hot pink color. Start with that. And the reason I'm reflexing it, it actually gives it a different character too. Lay this one down, work on another one. Probably going to use a dozen or so. So I'm going to start just reflexing those. And in this arrangement, I've used maybe 4 different varieties of roses, some garden spray roses, and garden variety roses as well. I like the different variations because it actually gives it an interesting character to the arrangement rather than just flat bed of roses. And of course, when you're picking out the container, the reason I'm using pink is because the pink has pink and white in it. I can definitely add white into the arrangement if I choose to. But with this one, because it's called Pink Passion, I want to keep the consistency of different variations of pink in it. So while I'm still reflexing this, let me do one more, then I can start. You don't have to use all of them reflexed in the arrangement if you don't want to. You can keep some of them closed. But I think this should be a good start for us. You know, one of the things that I remember from my past is my grandmother used to make rose petal jam. And even though she's deceased now and she's up in heaven, I always remember that day that she served me that rose petal jam, and that's instilled in me. So whenever I'm using a rose arrangement, it reminds me of my grandmother. So I start with my insertion like this, first in the front, then I'm going to go into the back and tuck it in on the sides, like so. And then, again, one more in the back, like so. I'm going to start with these beauties right here too. I'm going to tuck them in. These are garden spray roses. They almost look fake. Fashion, actually, if you look at fashion, fashion is always inspired by flowers. You always see runways and designers using floral prints or big motifs and stuff. So, God, aren't we lucky that I'm in the floral business and I get to have floral designers, get inspired by what I do. And then fashion designers are inspired by nature and flowers as well. So after inserting these like so, I'm going to twist this around so I can actually see what I'm doing. Then I'm going to take my hot pink spray roses. I love the little buds on it, so it actually doesn't look solid pink. And then I'm going to group this right in the back of this, like so. And then I'm going to tuck in a little bit into the front of the arrangement. And if there's buds that are broken, you can always, cut them off. And I like this has such interesting, look how interesting this is starting to look. Look at all the movement of flowers with the flowers in the insertion. And at the end of this, because this is going to be a gift to a lady, I'm going to tie it off with some French ribbon. So when it's delivered and the flowers are gone, she has a jewelry box to keep afterwards. What a great keepsake. And then I'm going to take my French ribbon. I'm using a little bit of a mauve-y, kind of an iridescent color because you want it to pop out. I'm going to take about 2 yards, roughly, cut it up, go underneath the container, like so. Even it out, your ribbon, like so. Now tuck these tucked in like so. Pull this back a little bit, tighten it. This is the end, is where the top of the lid's gonna be, your tie. So tie it as tight as you can. Make your ribbon bow, like so. Do your movement and crinkle it up a little bit like this. You can actually tuck in some of this like this, so it feels a little bit more romantic. And then I would turn it around one more time to see if I need to insert some flowers anywhere. Change this up a little bit. I think I'm going to insert one more flower so I can cover that ribbon part. Like so. And look how gorgeous this pink passion arrangement is, with 4 different varieties of garden rose and Ecuadorian roses in a jewelry box tied off with a beautiful French ribbon. For more information on my video tutorials, go to my YouTube channel, Eddie Zaratsian. See you next time.